So as we start thinking about 2026, it is so easy to get swept up in the whole idea of the hustle, right? But what if the real secret to an amazing year isn't about doing more, but about seeing things more clearly? Today, we are diving into the practice of clarity, which might just be the most powerful tool you have for shaping your year with real intention. Okay, this quote, wow, it just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? We've all had those days, packed with meetings, a to-do list a mile long, but at the end of it, you just feel like you've been running in place. That huge gap between being busy and feeling fulfilled. That's exactly where clarity comes in. All right, so to really get why clarity is such a big deal, we have to first understand the world we're all living in. Let's just call it the age of noise. I mean, just think about it for a second. From the moment you wake up, your phone is buzzing, emails are flooding in, social media is screaming for your attention. It's not just loud, it's this constant low-level hum of information and what everyone else expects from you. And it just pulls your focus in 100 different directions at once. And this noise, it isn't just random static. It comes from everywhere, doesn't it? Like you see here, it's the non-stop chatter of opinions online, it's the well-meaning advice from people we love, and it's that unspoken pressure from society telling us what our lives are supposed to look like. If you don't have a strong internal filter, it is so easy to get completely lost in all of it. And here's what happens. You see this? This is the result. That feeling of waking up just bone tired, it's not a personal failing. It's not because you're lazy, it's a symptom of being misaligned. It means your energy is being poured into things that have nothing to do with what you truly care about, and it leaves you running on empty. Okay, so that's the problem, the constant noise. Now, let's talk about the solution. This next part is all about understanding the incredible power that comes when you start to cultivate clarity in your life. And this definition is so important. See, clarity isn't some fluffy, abstract idea. It's a real, practical tool. It's about shifting from just reacting to every little thing that pops up to intentionally choosing where your focus goes. It's the difference between being a passenger in your own life and grabbing the steering wheel. And honestly, this might be the most powerful part of having clarity. Think of it like an internal compass. When you are crystal clear on your own direction, all that noise from the outside world just starts to fade away. You can make big, bold decisions with confidence, not because everyone else is cheering you on, but because you know deep down that you're guided by your own truth. Okay, great. We know what it is. We know why it's powerful. But how do we actually do it? This next section is all about the practical shift, moving away from just doing more to actually doing what matters. This slide just lays it out so perfectly. On one side, you've got the old way, the hustle culture way of just doing more. It's like being on a hamster wheel, right? Just spinning and spinning. But the new way, the clarity-driven way, is more like putting together a puzzle. It's about asking, is this piece truly essential to the bigger picture I'm trying to build? So the whole practice really starts with asking yourself some simple but incredibly powerful questions. First up, this one right here. It's the foundation. Before you say yes to anything, a new project, a meeting, whatever it is, just pause and ask yourself, why am I really doing this? The answer tells you everything about whether it's coming from you or from outside pressure. All right, next up is question 2, which builds on that first one. Who does this serve? And look, sometimes the answer is your family or your team or your community, and that's fantastic. But other times, if you're honest, you'll realize it only serves someone else's agenda, or maybe just your fear of saying no. This question really puts your purpose front and center. And this last one, this is the big one. This is the ultimate filter question. Does this actually move me forward, or does it just keep me busy? This is so critical. You can spend a whole day clearing out your inbox and feel super productive. But did any of it actually get you closer to your most important goals? This question forces you to see the difference between just motion and real progress. Now, what's really cool is that this isn't just for your career or your big yearly goals. The real magic happens when you start applying this to, well, everything. This is about finding clarity in all parts of your life. So in your day-to-day life, what does this look like? It's all about protecting your peace. When you have clarity on your values and what you need to feel good, you can make choices that honor that. You know what drains you, you know what recharges you, and you act accordingly. And in business, oh, it's an absolute game changer. When you are totally clear on your mission, you stop chasing every shiny new object that comes along. You can look at opportunities and make smart, strategic calls that line up with your long-term vision instead of getting sidetracked. And this is huge for so many of us. Let's talk about relationships. When you're clear on your own needs and your own limits, you can set healthy boundaries without feeling guilty about it. You can communicate what you need with respect because you're confident in what's right for you. No apologies, no over-explaining necessary. So that brings us to our last section, and it's maybe the most important one. Because here's the thing, clarity doesn't just show up on your doorstep. It's an active choice you have to make. It's about consciously choosing your purpose as we head into 2026. So as we head into the new year, these are the choices we all get to make. We can choose clarity over the confusion of all that noise. We can choose our own purpose over the pressure to be something we're not. And we can choose messy, real, meaningful progress over getting stuck trying to be perfect. And please remember this. It's so important. Clarity isn't a destination. You don't just arrive one day and you're done. It's a practice. It's something you have to recommit to every single day with every decision you make. You get better at it over time, but it's always a practice. So I'm going to leave you with one last question to think about, and I really want you to sit with this for a minute. What would actually change for you in your life, your work, your relationships if every single step you took in 2026 was guided by clear intention instead of just fear or obligation? Something to think about. Here's to a year of clarity and purpose for all of us.